I'd like to share with you a thought in this week's Parashat Korach. Tremendous lesson for day-to-day life. The Pasuk tells us, Vayikach Korach. Korach was able to acquire other people. But let me share with you a secret from Rav Shushan Pinkus, Zechet Tzaddik V'Kadosh Avracha. He says, Vayikach Korach. Vayikach means he took himself. He took himself to the side, which means every single one of us, we have a choice. We have bechira to choose with our hearts where to take it to, the wrong direction or the right direction. Hashem or chas v'shalom sins averot. When it says v'yikach koach, it means that Koach took himself. He chose the path with his free will, with the bechira. He chose his path to do the wrong thing and argue with Moshe Rabbeinu. Every single day of our lives, we have a choice. Vayikach, are we going to take our hearts? Are we going to acquire our hearts to do the right thing or to chas v'shalom go down the wrong path? Every single one of us has free choice. What does free choice mean? What does bechira mean? Bechira means that in your level, in your test, in your situation in life, you choose at this moment, should I do the wrong thing or the right thing? Now, no two people are the same. It can very much be that your mitzvah is somebody else's avera, and somebody's avera, it could be your mitzvah, which is why you can never judge another person. Why is it that we can't judge another person? The answer is because even the Torah is 100% emet, but it's not one rule for all. It depends on a person's history, where he came from, who his parents are, what his situation is, how strong his desires are for this and not for that. No two people are the same when it comes to desires. No two people are the same when it comes to family background. So memela, what happens is every person has a different level test. So the reason why you can't judge other people is because in order to be the judge, you have to know facts. And you don't know the facts because you know what the person is going through. You know if you had a hard day today, for example, let's say you go to shul in the morning, shachrit, and you see a guy walks in late. You say, oh, this guy walks in late to shachrit. You don't know. Could it be that morning his wife was not feeling well and he had to take care of the kids at home? So not only you judge him that he did an avera, this guy did a tremendous mitzvah that you didn't do. So the reason why you can't judge other people is because you don't know facts. You know what happened today. You know where the guy's coming from. You know what's going on in his mind and his heart. Only Hashem knows facts. That's only Hashem could be the judge. So when it says Vayikach Koach, what a tremendous lesson. Korach chose to argue with Moshe Rabbeinu. It's not that he was born to argue with Moshe Rabbeinu. He had a test that nobody had, but he chose to take the wrong path. He is responsible for his actions. Every single one of us is the CEO of our lives. Every person has a different test, but every person can choose how he wants to run his life. How are you going to acquire your heart today? Are you going to do the right thing or are you going to do the wrong thing? Every person has the power and the choice to do the right thing. Nobody else can stop you in the world from accomplishing great things. If you think you can reach high levels because of your background or because of the family, because of the city that you live in, you're making a tremendous mistake. Korach came from a beautiful background. Korach had a father that was a Gadol Ador, uncles, cousins, everybody around him. He himself was a Gadol Ador. He was a tremendous person. But look what happened. Vayikach Korach. He chose to pick himself up and do the wrong thing. But what happened? Look at this person. Beautiful background, beautiful city, Talmidei Chachamim, Torah, Mitzrayim, Moshe Rabbeinu, Aharon HaKohen. He was related to all of them. He came from a family of dynasty. What happened to him? The answer is, does it really make a difference where you come from? It can help who your parents are or what city you live in. Ultimately, it's your heart. You could determine how to live your life. You can choose, do I want to do the right thing or the wrong thing? So Vayikach Korach is, what's the lesson? He chose himself to take responsibility and do the wrong thing, and he messed up. Korach passed away. He did a tremendous avera. That's the lesson we can learn from this week's parasha. That no matter who you are, where you're from, what your background is, you have a choice to take your heart the wrong way, chas v'shalom, or the right way. To choose a good path or a bad path. Every day that you're alive, you have a choice to do the right thing that day. And you're able to accomplish tremendous Torah and mitzvot. This beautiful organization, Shnayim Yomi, with Chacham Danino over here. I have tremendous respect for people like Chacham Danino who think of beautiful concepts to build, to change the world. Every single one of us has energy in us to do things, to build, to produce. You know, the Chachamim say the reason why we have to go to work, the reason why Hashem gave a klala, bezat pecha tochal lechem, that you have to go work hard and sweat in order to bring bread to the table. The reason why Hashem made that in the nature, that you got to go work to make money, because Hashem wanted to show us and symbolize to us that in life, humans always have to be working. There's no such thing as just sitting at home and doing nothing, going on Instagram all day. Every person has to hustle. It's a natural thing for humans to build and build and build. But a person can choose. Should I only build and use my energy and talents of building and producing and working hard? Should I only use it for wealth and for parnasah and for work? Or should I also use it for even more important things, that is Torah v'yirat shamayim? Should I use my energy of producing and working only on work and getting wealth on my job, or should I use it for even more important things, that is to build yeshivot, build kolelim, start a shul, give lectures, start a lecture in your house, build organizations? So over here, Chacham Danino uses his tremendous talents of producing. Look at this guy. He thought of a genius idea. People, unfortunately, Shnayim Yomi is getting out of style. Let's be honest. It's getting out of style. So he thought to himself, how can we do it so people can start saying Shnayim Yomi? He built this beautiful concept called Shnayim Yomi. And Baruch Hashem, he has thousands of people already following you. Can you imagine the zichut? Thousands of people are saying Shnayim Yomi. It's one human being that just thought outside the box. How can I help this world? How can I make Hashem happy? How can I produce? How can I build? How can I change this world for the better? I don't want to be selfish. I do Shnayim Yomi. See you all. Thank you. See you in Olam Haba. No, he thought outside the box. How can I help Klal Yisrael? How can I share the wealth? When you love something so much, you want to share with other people. When a person gets engaged, one of the first things you do when you get engaged is right away you tell your friends, I'm engaged. Why is it the first thing you do? Because you love it so much, you're happy, you want to share with other people. Chacham Danino from Shnayim Yomi loves Shnayim Yomi. He loves it so much, he just has to share it. The concept, you got to share this concept with other Jews in the world. He's doing this tremendous job. For all those that are following this organization, good for you. Round of applause for doing Shnayim Yomi. But even more important, tell your friends about it. It's very important to get the message out there. There are millions of Jews across the world, and now Hashem gave us a beracha or a klala. How do you look at it? It's called social media. Social media is a bracha. It's a blessing. At the same time, it's a klala, a curse. You got to be very careful. Let's use the bracha part of it. Over here, we have an opportunity to share this concept of Shnayim Yomi with other Jews. Tell them about it. Share the link with them, the website, the WhatsApp videos. Tell them about it. Tell them all it takes is 2-3 minutes. Come on. How many times a day do you go on the news anyways? How many times do you waste? How about you spend 5 minutes just reading Psukim with Targum? What does it take already? This small 5 minutes a day could get you into Olam Haba. You're going to hug and kiss you. Thank you so much for introducing to me this concept called Shnayim Yomi. It changed my Olam Hazeh and my Olam Haba. So thank you so much for all the listeners. And remember, Shnayim Yomi is a fundamental thing that Klal Yisrael have. Fundamental. Some mitzvot are only afterwards that were invented by the Chachamim, Baruch Hashem, and we follow them. But there are some mitzvot that are fundamental. Shnayim Yomi is a fundamental mitzvah. It's one of the cores of Judaism, the Torah Kedusha. Every single week there's a chiyuv to do the parasha twice and then read the Targum. And some even say Rashi. It's harder. But for sure, Shnayim Mikra and Echad Targum. Thank you so much for listening.